Action.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, we have Big Sam and Nephews and Sherri, our family podcast. We talk about sports, and we have a very wonderful little backdrop too. Just want to say that, Also, we have a lot to talk about. So we'll get it. We'll start talking about the NBA draft. How about that?
Let's go. Let's go.
Winners and losers.
Winners and losers of the draft.
The Lakers probably.
Well, that's the free agency, but the draft itself is I'll tell you somebody that probably to me didn't fare well would be the Timberwolves. They had the first pick. They picked the guy from down in Georgia too.
Yeah. I mean, they just traded that same guy away, aka Wiggins.
Right. Let's
trade Wiggins away and go get somebody just like him.
But I think he's a better Wiggins though, and then he'll be a better version this because Wiggins had to really hold the ball himself while he was in Minnesota. He had someone. This guy has someone that he can get the ball to him, and actually just kind of set up his offense.
Well,
we already know Wiggins, point man. So
I think to combine with that, they brought back Ricky Rubio, so they brought him back.
Why?
Well, because they needed a pure point guard. Who else you gonna get? Rondo went for the money. The Hawks are some big winners in this offseason.
Right, they did. The Hawks did very well.
They got Gallinari
very well.
They got Bogdanovich. They got Rondo. Man.
And also, three guys here from Minnesota got drafted. Terrell Terry, he went in the third round, 31st pick. And then Trey Jones, who's also from here in Minnesota, he is the brother of Tyus Jones. He went to San Antonio Spurs. And then Daniel.
I don't know how to pronounce the first name.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm not trying. Anyway, for the Minnesota Gophers, Daniel
Parker.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's his name.
Right. He also went to the Clippers.
That's him.
So now you got two people from Minnesota are on the Clippers because last year you had it's slipping my mind too. Know the boy like the back of my hand.
Daniel Otero.
Not Otero, but Otero. Right, he got drafted, but the other guy came before him, played last year for the Gophers, and I'm trying to think of his. And I know the boy. I'm struggling with memory loss or something.
Man, whatever you doing, Uncle,
Amari.
Do the other part.
No,
Richard Coffey's son.
Right, Amari Coffey. Amir Coffey. My bad. Sorry.
Amir. Yeah. Okay.
Amir. Amir Coffey.
I didn't know
he's also on the Clippers too.
Oh, okay.
But I think the Clippers, man, they got a mess now because they lost.
Yeah.
Now I think besides the draft, I think that the free agency, I think the Lakers were winners for sure.
Oh, Lakers are killing it. Are killing it. I mean, you got rid of the White, which is cool. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
You
right.
kept JaVale McGee, so you still have rim protection.
You have LaVelle McGee.
Right. JaVale, but then you add on Montrezl Harrell, who has more energy than anybody else.
A beast.
Man.
Defensively, he blocks shots. He scores 19 points off the bench. He'll be a starter for the Lakers this year.
And, yeah, he probably will be. And they kept the Moore. No, wait. I think the Moore's twin. I don't think he's resigned this year.
No, he went to the Clippers.
He went with his brother.
Oh, so
yeah, I think
no Morris.
It was Markeith that played for us.
Yeah, Markeith.
Right.
Oh, Markeith. Okay, the other Morris brother signed.
He signed. Right. And then they got the boy from the man from San. Let me stop. I'm going too fast.
We got Schroeder
from the Oklahoma City.
Yes, we got Schroeder. Soon as
and
that deal was made, you knew it was over for Rondo. As soon as that deal was made, it was a wrap.
Oh yeah, they got a better guard. He's younger. He's a better shooter. Yeah. Probably a better distributor. Not knocking Rondo. We thank you very much for your services, Rondo.
Appreciate it. You got 3 rings.
I'm just saying.
You got 3 rings.
Good
job.
For your hard work and dedication to the
cause. But I mean, Rondo got paid. Rondo wasn't going to get paid with the Lakers, so that was.
Right. And good move for him.
Yeah, that was a money move. So
absolutely,
it is what it is. That was a money move. And
he went down to Atlanta.
Yep. Man, look, Atlanta got a little squad, low key.
They do.
Atlanta got a little squad.
They got the little young boy from Oklahoma.
Yeah, they got
the little yellow boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they got.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Everybody doing the show with is yellow. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not yellow.
Well, what are you?
I'm red. Get it right.
Hey, red, yellow.
Hey, according to that picture right here, I am definitely brown as hell.
Exactly.
Wow. let's get off the color scheme.
Right. Some racist.
But
I know.
Wow.
I know. Hey, Avery Bradley. Here goes another thing. The Hawks got Chris Dunn.
Oh right, got him from Chicago.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, he actually, poor Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn got drafted by Thibodeau here for Minnesota. Lasted about 2 years. Thibodeau gets fired. He goes to the Knicks now, and then Dunn goes to Chicago with Levine, and now he's down in Atlanta.
Yep.
And he got paid too.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good thing because he plays defense. He can score.
He does. He's an adequate scorer.
Yeah, he can score. I mean, he's
an adequate scorer.
He's not a Trae Young scorer, but.
And I have the salary cap space though.
Man, Atlanta had a lot of money to give, man. They just throwing money at people. So I mean, I'm like, damn.
They did. Atlanta did have a lot of money to give.
Yeah. I mean, then it was like we got Magic.
Oh, and then the other thing. But the other thing too is that there's talk about the James Harden going to the New Jersey Nets.
Not gonna work. That's a train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's just he might as well stay in Houston.
Hey, man.
Right. Well, the one reason why he does not want to stay in Houston anymore, from what I was told,
they have no direction.
Not that, also that, but the owner was a big contributor to Donald Trump.
Oh, well, I will bounce.
A little bit of inside information. The same reason why Russell Westbrook was out too. They just don't want to play for a guy. Well, that's what I understand. That's a big Trump supporter. And I've seen that in pretty much in person. He was a big Trump supporter.
Yeah, because Laura, what's the lady? She owns the Dream, and she's a senator from here. Laura something. I can't think of her name right now because whatever. But yeah, she's a big Trump person, and that was the
absolutely
dream. The dream that I think the women, God bless them, they lead the way in social in the social climate. Where men, we're like, well, it's so many millions of dollars that you have to kind of cling on to. Women are like, nah, man, we ain't playing for that broad. They don't even talk to that lady. She made a comment that was like, we don't want to play for you no more.
No.
So,
right.
No players, no money.
No players, no money. Hit them in the pocket. That's what Mama always said. Just saying, hit them in the pockets. Hey, what about the Hornets? I just want to think.
I think that they were winners too.
Hold on. First off, I need LeVar to play one-on-one with Michael so we can settle this for once and for all.
Come on, man.
Michael's 50-something year old. He's an old man.
Man, Michael will give him the business. Jordan will give. That's like that. Man, look, LeVar Ball can't even beat Dr. J. Dr. J can still dunk at 63 years old. I'm saying.
Yeah. Mike will hurt him.
Yeah.
Man, I just need to see it now. Now that it's happened, he's there. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Hey, hey,
Mike's a
one more.
gambling man, so
He is a gambling man. But like, hey man, you want to bet your son's paychecks?
Oh, the one I write.
That goes to me. You're welcome. Hey, and one more. The Clippers got Serge Ibaka. What do you think about that one? Yeah.
Gonna help him.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
not as much as losing Montez.
Well,
Losing Montez was a big.
That's energy. Serge, he can stretch the floor a little bit more than Montrez can. A little bit more consistent. Montrez is inside rebounds, putbacks, things like that. Serge, he could actually get you outside shooting and then things of that nature. So,
Do you think that that's going to take away from Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's play by getting Serge Ibaka?
I think they're trying to stretch the floor out. I think they're trying to go small ball. That's what I think. I think they're trying to go small ball. Everybody else is doing it. Why not us? So, I mean,
And then your boy Wiseman, he went to Golden State. Good pickup for Golden State.
yes, and they needed it because Klay Thompson got hurt out for the
Out.
season again.
and but on top of that, they did a really smart move by getting Oubre.
Yep. Oh, big time move. Big
Kelly
time
Oubre
move.
Jr. went to the Warriors. So,
Yep.
but
So,
but one more thing about the Lakers though is that
man, stop being a homer.
I'm just saying though, but we picked up Marc Gasol. Like,
Did.
I'm just saying, like, there's nothing else for us to do.
Right, man. I mean, they're gonna play small ball anyway.
Well, the game has gone to small ball, but you still got to have a legitimate center.
Yeah.
You have to, because you can look at look at Denver, for instance. Denver, their big man is pretty much can go inside or outside, but he's more of an outside player and not a true center per se. Marc Gasol is a true center.
Yeah, you can play
You
off
can
of
feed
him in
him,
the mid post,
which is great.
Yep.
Because what's going to happen is, I gotta backtrack a little bit. What is up with Kuzma?
Hey man, he's from Michigan. I don't know. He's just weird. I told you, man, we should have kept Ingram. I told you Ingram was the man. Kuzma gotta go. But I think they were probably like, we don't want to resign Ingram because he's gonna be on a max contract.
Right.
So it's a little bit of money. It was a lot of money there, and they were like, we could do more things and still win a championship without having to, and then they could always replace somebody else.
Correct.
So there you go. There goes something.
So I think the Lakers, as they say, the rich get richer, and the Lakers did get richer.
Yep.
They got rid of Dwight Howard. They got rid of Danny Green. Danny Green was, I was not impressed with Danny Green's game.
Yeah, they got a better shooter. I mean, so now you bring in, instead of having one shooter, now you got Pope and hold on, you got somebody else. Anywho, just do a fart.
Well, if Pope, I think it would be advantageous for Pope to resign with the Lakers.
No, he's good. He already signed. Oh,
okay, yeah, because it's like,
signed.
Dude, come on, man.
Yeah, no, he knows what he's doing. He was like, I just need a little bit more money. You know what I'm saying? I just need a little bit more money. But yeah,
right.
So I think they're good. I think they're good for what they want to do. I think they have the right pieces in place, and they can go from there. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, see what happens. Yeah, but I don't know. Timberwolves, man, they kind of sucked on their picks, but I don't know.
Right.
They got Jaden McDaniels.
Guys are gonna right. But I think it's just my own opinion. I think the league recycles itself. So unless you are an older player that's a star, like LeBron's like a Tom Brady kind of a guy, and so he's one of the older guys that can still produce and win championships for you too.
Right.
Because I think everybody else if you're old, and I think the other thing was too, is that Rondo was adequate. Rondo just came in. It's like Rondo making threes, because
Right.
Rondo never in his life ever shot that many threes and made them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He had to work on that. Oh,
But
my
I'm
bad.
happy for Rondo because Rondo's going down to.
Yeah, he's going down to
Well,
Atlanta.
go ahead.
No, he's going to Atlanta. I mean, that's a good place. I think that's a
Right.
good
So
place. He could tutor Trey Young to be a better player. And now,
right.
what it is, it's not all on Trey Young and Jason Collins' shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're two young players. I mean, they're attractive to watch and play, but it's like, okay, what else you got? Because
Right.
you know,
After those two, you got nothing.
yeah, you got
But
nothing.
now you got the little foreign boy. You got and you got Rondo too.
Right.
Right.
So the Hawks and the Hawks. I think the Hawks are going to make it to the playoffs this year. I really do.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think they'll
That's
be
just
like
my
a fifth.
opinion.
I think they'll be a fifth seed.
Yeah.
I think they'll be a fifth seed. That's what I think.
Right, fifth or sixth seed, somewhere
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the other thing too is that the season's going to be starting here next month, and of course, I don't know. I think that I just my opinion. I think the season is starting too soon. It's just my opinion. But
Yeah.
it's all.
Yeah.
But again, all of it's about money. It's
Yep.
all
Yeah.
about money.
Yep.
Yeah. You definitely see and feel
Now,
the
do you
rush.
think that they should go back to the bubble?
No.
No.
I don't think the bubble was stressful. I think for everyone, just because they're away from their family, they're away from the kids, they don't have a normalness of life. So I think the bubble was real stress for that short amount of time. Even for 2 months, that bubble was stressful. You can't go nowhere, you can't go enjoy yourself. So
Well, now you're going to have a 70-game season, which is I think it's kind of cool because Magic Johnson always said that they play too many games, 82
yeah,
games, and just 12 less games.
yeah, 12
Yeah.
less games. Yep. I mean, and here goes the thing: the NBA, they always, again, I think this year is going to be a trial year of what they want to do, is expand the playoffs, but give less regular season games because you're going to have an expanded playoffs. So
Correct. Right.
um, that'll be good. I mean, I think it'll be good for everyone. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
So now, what do you think about this, Sherry?
I think they should play in the bubble, but that's just me. Like the NBA did not have as many COVID cases as the NFL, as baseball, as anyone. So the bubble worked. Yes, it's stressful because you're not around your family, but you're also safe.
True.
So
True.
that's just my thought.
Well, and
Mama in you. That's the mama in you.
I'm laughing a little bit because I'm thinking I got to ask Sherry a question. Who won between the Titans and the Ravens?
Man, the Titans won in overtime on a touchdown.
Wow. Yeah, the Ravens are not the same team that they were last year. They're not, because I think what happened is that Jackson just kind of you knew he was a dynamic player, and of course he won the MVP last year. But after that,
He doesn't have enough around him.
no, he doesn't. And I think Baltimore was a team that was always prided itself on having Ray Lewis, and they had a great defense.
Yeah, but they don't now because they don't have Terrell Suggs either.
Right.
Mm.
And Suggs is gone. Ray Rice is retired.
No, he's kicked out. He's kicked out.
Yeah,
Ray Rice
he was-
kicked out the league.
He was banished.
Yeah, it was messed up, but he was kicked out. He was blackballed.
Oh wow.
Hey man, he got caught punching his wife. They said I love
Well,
her.
you know what? That'll do it.
Hey, I mean, at that point in time, everybody's having all those domestic issues. Hey man, how come how come the Lakers don't get rid of Deion Waiters? Okay, sorry. back to football.
Back to football. Yeah.
Gee,
No, we can talk about that quickly.
No.
I was just happen to be looking at the. I just happened to be looking at the roster. I'm like, Deion Waiters is still there. Come on, man. Jared Dudley gotta go. Come on, man.
Is J.R. still?
Who?
J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I think they got rid of him. They're all on.
Right.
J.R. Smith, isn't he like 50?
No, he's not. He's just a friend. He's a friend of LeBron.
He's a friend of LeBron's. LeBron gets you jobs. I make.
Well, yeah, it did because he got another championship.
True.
Because of LeBron.
It's the homie.
And didn't have to work much for it either.
Hey man, I didn't have to take my.
And the other thing is that Jr. He kept his nose clean this year too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That might have been because he was in the bubble. Who knows?
Or
I don't know.
Playing either.
Might have been. They couldn't go anywhere. Nobody could come see them.
Right. Hey, so big week in college football also, Uncle. Your Michigan Wolverines finally won. They still suck.
Yeah, but Sherri was asking me off the air if I thought that Harbaugh should be fired, and I said that it's going to depend on if he wins this game against Ohio State.
And we all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we know that.
Yeah.
No, they have the papers already written. No, they're just waiting.
They're just waiting to stamp the sign, sealed, and delivered,
They're
baby.
just waiting.
Sign, sealed, and delivered. I mean, this week, you had Clemson didn't play. Their game was postponed because of COVID cases, and
Right.
So basically, who's number one this week? Alabama.
Yep.
Number one.
They beat the brakes off of Kentucky.
Yeah, man, they smoked them dudes, man.
No.
They beat them by 60, man. Like, how do you do that? Indiana actually made a good game with Ohio.
They did.
State.
They fought.
So
fought.
I knew that was going to happen, but and Northwestern surprised everybody.
Yeah.
So
basically,
They're
Wisconsin was a fraud.
Oh yeah, definitely a fraud.
I don't think Wisconsin should be considered, like, they've only played 3 games when everyone else has played more.
Yeah, Wisconsin
I
played
mean,
3.
I know why they couldn't play, but that's something that's fair.
And see, the epitome of what I think about Wisconsin is a fraud team.
Right. Right.
Just saying.
Hey, what do you think about Cincinnati though? Cincinnati is actually a good team.
They're not a fraud team.
They're not in the Power 5, but
No.
yeah, I want to see if they're going to give them a fair shake because they're undefeated. I mean,
they're undefeated, and so is BYU.
Yep, BYU, exactly. So, I mean, we're back down to that same conversation of like, hey, man, y'all, are you guys going to give these guys a chance or what?
Right.
They're just going to revert back to who did you play? I mean,
Well, that's right.
It's
And
dumb.
for BYU, it's going to say, well, you beat up Air Force, you beat up Wyoming, and a bunch. And those teams are not. They're not like the SEC.
Right.
SEC, you got to bring your A game every game, or you end up like Georgia.
Oof.
Right.
Georgia, Parker. I said Georgia. You remember that team?
Oh yeah, I know who they are. We just don't recognize.
You don't recognize that?
I don't know who they are.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's funny.
I think with Cincinnati and BYU, they're gonna have to jump over Florida and Texas A&M. So
Right. And then of course, when Florida plays Alabama, that can be a good game.
Yeah.
You know, because if Alabama runs the table, beats Florida, beats Auburn too, and they run the table and they're undefeated, they'll be the number 1 team to beat.
Yep.
I don't care what you say about Notre Dame, because Notre Dame's got to play in that ACC championship game against Clemson.
Exactly.
And of course, the other thing too is that Clemson will have Lawrence back at quarterback, and so now you won't have a second string quarterback.
Oh yeah, now let's see what now it's gonna be apple
Right.
to apple.
You know, it's like now your big brother's back now. You want to fight?
Nah. Cool. But I mean, I think Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's gonna be really tried at the ACC championship game because you got to remember that atmosphere is different. That game is different, and they don't normally play a conference tournament or a conference game. I'm sorry. So
Right.
it's gonna be interesting to see like how do they actually take it?
Right.
Are they gonna fold under pressure, or are they gonna actually step up and play? As they should.
Pressure buzz pipes.
If and this is just my own opinion, if Clemson plays Notre Dame in the ACC championship game and Clemson comes out ahead in that game, I guess my question is the loser of that game between Clemson and or Notre Dame, does Notre Dame get kicked out of the top 4 because they got one loss?
Probably not, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's a lot of.
And then I'll say this too. I'll throw this at you too. If Clemson wins, right, with one loss, does Clemson stay in the Final Four?
Yeah, they're the best team, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they're legitimate.
That'll be the team that gives Alabama the biggest challenge.
Yeah, there's a 1A and a 1B. Like literally, there's the 1A and 1B. There's nobody closer in college football.
So really, you got the top 4 teams are Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, and Ohio State. Because Ohio State didn't look good against an Indiana team. They won the game, but Ohio State did not look really good against
but I mean,
Indiana team.
That's how Indiana makes you play. So they played like I said, Indiana's a good team. Indiana's actually a good team.
For sure.
So, and they fight. So that's one of those things where you're like, well, a win is a win. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win.
Right.
No matter how ugly.
Yep. A W is a W.
So that again, you're fighting with the top 4 teams in probably the top 3 conferences, ACC, SEC, and the Big Ten.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Because so then there's the Cincinnati and Notre Dame, not Notre Dame, BYU. Do they just fall by the wayside? They're probably playing a better. They're playing a better bowl game. If both those teams run the table, they're going to end up in a better bowl game.
Yeah, they'll be there. I just think that.
How many bowl games are they going to do?
Oh no.
Good question.
Let's look.
We went to the big brain on Sherri.
I don't know. No, they got. Let me see. ESPN has the Capital One Bowl Mania already up. Like, damn, it's not even.
Yeah, because the bowl games are going to start next month.
True. Yeah, you ain't lying. Damn.
Right.
Let's see. Oh.
Okay, so. And we just said it. So it's never too early to take a peek. So they say Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, and Notre Dame are projected to compete in the CFP playoff.
And see, that's my point. If Cincinnati, who's a good football team, if they run the table and BYU runs the table, they're gonna say, "Hey, we ran the table."
So they're saying that it's gonna be Miami and Florida in the Orange Bowl, and BYU and Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl.
I think BYU can beat Oregon because I wasn't impressed with Oregon. I'm not. I'm not impressed with anybody in the Pac-12.
Yeah, man. USC looks terrible.
Oh my God, they look like garbage. They had a hard.
Projecting USC to play in the Alamo Bowl.
I mean, yeah, that's where they deserve to play some bowl that they suck at. Like, and I'm a USC fan for life, and I'm like,
the Alamo Bowl is a halfway decent one.
Since when?
Just saying it's halfway decent.
He said halfway decent. She didn't say they were a good bowl.
America,
halfway decent bowl.
Please let me know when the Alamo Bowl was halfway decent.
Wow.
Where's that played at? Oh, San Antonio. Nobody knows where that. No, nobody knows where that is. We're not gonna watch that.
Stuff like the Boca Raton Bowl, the Camilla Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl, like that's the stuff that.
Music Bowl is normally pretty one.
Do what?
The Music City Bowl in Nashville.
Oh yeah,
That's all.
yeah. It's a good bowl. It's all about sponsors. It's all
Okay,
about
someone
sponsors.
just tell me why they just create bowls, right? So
Right.
one called the Cheez-It Bowl.
Well, it's all again. I'm gonna tell you one more time, sister girl. It's all about MONEY.
Sister girl.
Because I have no idea why we have a Birmingham Bowl, but nobody wants to go.
Exactly.
Be like, where you going for your bowl, player? Oh man, we had to go to Birmingham, man. It was off the no Birmingham. 50,000 people.
Sorry to all our Birmingham fans, but we do not want to go to Birmingham.
Like, man, be like, you got to go to Alabama. Be like, where you going? The coast? Nah, man, we got to go to Birmingham. Like, damn.
Yeah, right. We're paying in the Birmingham Bowl, like the guaranteed rate bowl.
We don't again.
Well, they gotta have all these companies are going to pitch in, and they're going to get their name out. The Meineke Bowl.
Right.
Only reason why I know because you remember the Gophers used to go to that bowl all the time.
First year
They went to a big bowl game. Right. Right, because before that, they were played down in Music City Bowl, down in Nashville. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. It's all.
Outback, right.
Hey, Chick-fil-A. What? I don't know.
Hey.
I think they're keeping like a lot of big bowl. Well, no.
Yeah, they're trying to.
I'm looking for time.
There's a lot of bowls. I don't. We got 5 minutes. We got 4 minutes. Sorry, I lapsed out on time. My bad.
That's why I have you keeping. You're like the timekeeper for us, player.
Well, 4 minutes, player. There we go.
All right.
Alrighty,
But anyway, I think all in all, you know something else. Miguel Sano, he got popped again.
What?
For the drugs, man.
I saw he's out. He's out. Yeah, he's out.
Out the whole year. Second time he got popped.
I'm like, dude.
First time with Seattle, he got popped for 50 games.
Yeah.
And now,
he's done for the season.
well, I think his career might be over with, man.
Yeah, I think
You
so
know,
too.
Get
he
all
was
that.
trying. I get it why he was trying to take these performance-enhancing drugs, but you know, I guess if you get popped, it don't count. You know?
Oh gosh, all that money for nothing.
Right.
Exactly.
But you know, it is what it is. I guess you can't. You shouldn't be taking the performance-enhancing drugs in the first place. But people make mistakes sometimes.
No, that's on
Okay, but not
purpose.
twice.
That's on purpose.
Right. Yeah. I guess you're right, Sherry, because he got popped not once. He lost 50 games with Seattle. Got popped for that one for having performance enhancing. I can't even say it. Performance enhancing drugs.
PEDs.
That's a tongue twister too.
PEDs.
And now he got popped again, so he's done.
Yeah.
I don't see him. He might come back, but it's like, why?
Your whole year out of baseball, you're not that good. So.
You're done.
And he was, you know what? When he was with the Yankees, man, he was a stud, man. He was a superstar.
Because he was on drugs. He was he was doing what everybody else does. He just got caught. I'm just saying. I'm being
right.
very honest. And
You're
you
right.
know this.
Well, then let's just go back. Barry Bonds never got caught, right?
Nope.
Never did.
But we knew.
Well, we know that dude was on something.
And
Like,
so
he
was
can
Bo.
hit.
You can't tell me. Bo knows.
No.
You think Bo Jackson was?
Bo
Bo
was
never
good.
got popped or anything. Never.
Nah. No.
I didn't say it, but I'm just saying. Bo Jackson never got popped for anything.
Bo was natural.
I think Bo was, and Barry Bonds used to be natural too.
No, he to get to 700, he would have been natural at like Ken Griffey numbers. You know what I'm saying? So when you're 45 and you still cranking them out opposite field and you golfing them off and shoot, nah, bro.
Right. You had to be doing something. I don't have no problem with that. But you know what?
That was the age. That was the age of what they was doing. So I'm good with it.
Right, because everybody, Mark McGwire was doing it.
Sammy Sosa
was doing it. Canseco was doing it.
Yep.
You know, because you look over the bridge, right? Barry played for the San Francisco Giants, right? and you look over the bridge, and they're all talking about Canseco, the Bash Brothers, and Mark McGuire,
Got to catch
and
up.
Sammy Sosa, Chicago. And so I guess Barry said, "Hey,
I want
what's
some
up
of
with
that
what's
too.
up with that, man? I'm hitting home runs too."
Right. Hey, Uncle, we got 1 minute.
All right. Anyway, I want to thank everyone that listened to this podcast. We're going to put it out, Monday we'll have it rocking?
No, I'll be out. Yeah, I'll be out by Monday. It'll be
Okay,
out by Monday.
sounds good. And I want to thank Javier, Parker, Sherri, for you all participating in this Big Sam and Nephew. You know what? I got to say this.
Still talking.
Sherri and I are getting married in 2022.
Congratulations. Ooh, look at the bling.
Right.
Oh,
No secret there. I just put it out there, huh?
All right. Well, we'll continue this discussion next week, Uncle.
All right, good. We'll talk to you next week.
Later, guys.
All right.
all right.